In today's video, I want to rant about my overall feelings on Clash of Clans right now. Now, the main things I want to discuss are the variety in Clash of Clans, the overall fun aspect, the excitement around the game outside and inside the game as an active player or as a player in general, the future updates, recruitment and clans in general, competing in the competitive modes like ranked and the attacking in general. Now, right now, I feel like Clash of Clans is lacking in the two biggest ways, and it's hurting the overall player base in the long term. That kind of sounds dramatic, but just hear me out. The lack of fun and excitement, and of course the social aspects like the clan, recruiting, and like socializing in general. So as you guys know, I'm a quote unquote Supercell glazer, right? I always love the updates, whether it's like the Town Hall 18 updates, it's the new seasons, the new skins, like the skin reviews I do, all the improvements. I always like them. Whatever they release, usually I'm pretty hyped about it because I like new things. I just like, I'm a fan of the game. I like the new things. I love excitement. I like to be like a hype man because I guess it's just who I am as a person. And I just like to see the positive things most of the time. I don't really like to be like, oh, as soon as I see an update, this is trash, right? Some people are like that, or some people like to, automatically jump to hating on things, but to each their own. I am normally not like that. But lately, it's kind of gotten to the point where I'm feeling different about the game lately. And I don't know if it's because I played the game like almost every day, maybe for like the last 3 years since making content, whether it's live streaming, whether it's uploading YouTube videos, whether it's uploading shorts or clips or whatever I've done, right? Like, don't get me wrong, I've enjoyed all of it, right? I've enjoyed the whole entire process. I'm grateful for everything I've, gotten able to do, travel to Finland, travel to Atlanta, be invited to New York and meet all the great creators and all the great people. And I'm not saying like I hate Clash of Clans or anything. This is not what the video is about, right? But maybe it could be that I'm just feeling a little bit burnt out, or maybe it's that I've seen the excitement, I've seen the hype of the events, and like, for example, the collaboration of like the WWE season, and maybe it's just I've seen, those things, certain months, updates, events, and maybe I'm just missing that. So yeah, I just missed the time when I first started making Clash of Clans content, right? I think I started when I was like, Town Hall 12? I know I'm gonna put some replays on in the background. I'm kind of yapping and moving around, but I'm trying to make sure for the people that have ADHD, they're not getting bored and clicking away, or maybe they already did, but that's not really the point of this video anyways. I just want to let everything out. So yeah, so I just missed when I first started making Clash of Clans content. I think I started when I was Town Hall 12 or Town Hall 11, and I used to push like Town Hall 9, Town Hall 8 on stream, and I used to play for hours. And yeah, I literally could play for hours, and it was like one of those things where I didn't really have to, because like we already know pushing was a grind, and like lower Town Hall pushing in the new rank system is completely dead. You can't push ranked anymore, and that's a whole nother discussion. Maybe I'll talk about it in this video, maybe I won't. I was talking about on stream yesterday with Tom Nub, and I was watching Kenny Joe's videos, and there can be some improvements done to ranked. Like maybe they can add even more trophies or regular trophies back to battle mode to make so you can play all the time in ranked or gain trophies. But I'm kind of rambling on. The point is I played, I feel like a few years ago, even with training time, even with the long upgrade times, I played long upgrade times. I played because I wanted to, right? Like I wanted to play, I wanted to be online, and it wasn't because like I felt like I had to, right? And I guess maybe it was around the time, I don't know if this is just me, maybe around the time that ores were added, and ores changed the game. Like equipment changed the game for better or for worse for a lot of people, right? Equipments, we've already known they've had several balancing issues over the years, like with certain ones being too strong, or like certain strategies, certain metas being too strong, and like the ore economy and getting ores as free to play. We already know all these things, right? I don't know if it was around that time. The point is, I'm obviously going to be adding quite a bit, but I'm going to put some replays on. I'll put like my ranked attack replays on. Yeah, as far as editing the video, I don't really know if I'm going to be doing much editing. I'll try to maybe put some timestamps. I originally wanted to just talk about everything, but I'm kind of rambling on now. I have like a Google Doc that I'm trying to look through, but I figured I'd be like all over the place. So yeah, I have the Google Doc I'll be referencing throughout the like video. But yeah, the game overall in terms of the quality of life updates, progression, Clash anytime, the rank system being improved, all of those things are great. Like I think all those things are really, really important. Everybody should want to progress, and yeah, I think it's good they focus on the progression side of the things. It makes a lot of players like those things, progression and having to wait. It's been like one of the biggest reasons why people have quit in the past, right? A lot of people, I think like the stats maybe like a year or two ago, I don't know what the stats are now, maybe like the stats are like Town Hall 13 and 14 are where majority of players are at, but like 2 years ago or a year ago or whatever, majority of players were at Town Town Hall 12. And, you know, even when I ask people like in person, like if they, you know, if I see them playing Clash, or sometimes I'll, you know, when I was in Finland, I remember asking people at the airport, they were asking us what we were there for. And I'm like, oh, we're here for Clash of Clans or whatever. And asking them, like, for example, have you played Clash of Clans? And they're like, yeah, I stopped playing around Town Hall 12 though, because I just kind of got bored, or I gave up because I didn't want to have to wait. Obviously, heroes are a big issue, but we already know like that's one of the biggest generators, like revenue generators. So that's no brainer. Yeah, I think it's good to focus on the progression standpoint, because this is a base building game. This is a base building game essentially. You know, it's a game you want to progress as efficiently as possible. And I think that, you know, them adding the waves, reducing the upgrade times, reducing the upgrade costs, those are very important. So they should definitely keep doing that, obviously. Another thing too is I feel like this is just a common take, right? Everybody knows this. Clan wars have gotten to feel more pointless. I'm gonna probably reference like very basic takes. You guys can comment on that if you want, but clan wars kind of feel pointless. I'm not really sure how they can fix clan wars with how the current game is, because it's kind of catered towards a more casual player base overall, like with the changes that they've made since Town Hall 16. But yeah, like the changes to Clan War League and, you know, Legend League, that's a good step in the right direction to make those have modifiers or make those kind of harder. It really does feel like, for example, clan wars are just another form of daily ore. Like that goes back to what I was saying about like the equipment and the ore. You really only play clan wars nowadays, if we're being honest, guys. Like, at least for me, I don't know if you guys still enjoy the regular clan wars, but it feels like I just kind of sign up, I do my war attacks. If the war's kind of done, I just go and attack number 1 and 2, and the war is going to be like a draw most of the time anyways. So, you know, I mean, they increase the ores you get from draws too, which is good, but it really just feels like it's another aspect of, you know, where you gain ores, I guess. So clan wars haven't really felt different in a while, right? And it just has turned into a thing that you kind of need to do. It's not really like a thing that you want to do. Like, you don't need to do anything in this game. You don't need to do anything, obviously, right? I know people are gonna be like, oh, you don't have to play if you don't like enjoy the game. And like, I feel like people that say that is like kind of the wrong direction, because, you know, if you're not enjoying, just don't play. Like, that kind of defeats the purpose of like making this video. Like, if I didn't enjoy the game, I just wouldn't play and I wouldn't make this video, and then we would just be going about our day. Like, I'm making this because I want to talk about it, because I think certain things can change, right? Or maybe like I can make people think about the changes that could happen. Speaking of things that you need to do in the game, there's a variety of tasks and so-called like events, quote unquote events, every month now. Whether it's like the medal events, the equipment blast, clan games, clan capital, clan wars, clan War League, Legend League, builder base. There's like a lot of things to do, whether they have like the you know, events, sometimes the challenges in the game. Yeah, there's a lot of things to do, which can be a good thing and could be a bad thing, which I'm going to talk more about. But before in Clash of Clans, before like the no training time update, it was mainly a game of waiting. But you did have like the tasks and stuff over time. Like, eventually we got clan games, eventually we got clan capital, we had like the builder base updates, and it went from being mainly a waiting game, logging in daily here and there. You know, maybe you pushed lower town halls, maybe you wanted to push to Legend League, or back in the day, you know, you chatted on global chat and just had like a good time. I'm gonna get to the social aspect, you know, but the game went from really not much, like, to almost too much, some would say. Too much in like a different way, right? Because usually in many games, a variety is good. Like, look at Fortnite, for example. I like to reference popular games like Fortnite, or like, I don't know, like maybe Call of Duty, or different games. They have different game modes, right? Like, every game usually has different game modes you can play, and usually more game modes is good because you can cater to more players, you can cater to more casual players, active players. I think Fortnite has obviously the battle royale, they have like a bunch of custom maps, they have like the steal the brain rot thing they're competing with Roblox in, they have like the creative maps where there's like first person zombies and, you know, cool worlds and different kind of enemies, or like they have the racing, or I think they even have like what is it, like the singing thing, like the stage thing where you can play instruments. They have like a bunch of modes, right? But it's different in Clash though, because Clash is like you can play all these events and stuff, like builder base, clan capital. I mean, obviously those haven't had updates, but I'll get to why I don't think they should even get updates really anyways, or maybe they could. But usually it's a good thing to have a lot of variety. I'm not saying that the game should not have any variety like at all, because, you know, we want to have things to do, but sometimes it just feels like you have to play these tasks and events or you're gonna fall behind, right? Like, it's almost not really like you want to play, for example, clan capital. You just kind of do it every weekend because you need the raid medals kind of thing, and you just spam and force close the super miners. Or builder base, for example, you just play builder base for the 6th builder and then just don't play it again. Or clan games, you know, you just do the clan games task, just to get their rewards. And a lot of things just feel like that currently. I don't know how to explain it. I don't know if you guys know what I mean, but a lot of tasks just feel like you just do them for the sake of getting the reward, and that's fine. Like I said, I think the game should be progression. You know, the progression should be good. Like, you should get rewards. I think sometimes it just leads to burnout from active players, man. Like, long-term players, new players, returning players, like it's all the same. On the flip side, like I said, it's great to have many things you can do in a game. It is amazing, but sometimes it feels like you really have to do these things. And yeah, like, for example, like the medal events. I'm going to talk more about the medal event, actually, I think, after this, but yeah. So this is on top of being in a clan, right? You have to find a good clan because, you know, it's important to get raid medals to progress for ores, and it just always goes back to ores, I'm telling you, progression. And, you know, trying to find a good clan, active clan, or even if you're trying to recruit, it just feels like, man, recruiting has been dead for a long time. Like, obviously, since global chat is gone, it's been kind of, you know, bad, but I feel like it's almost at the point where it's not like unsavable, but I just don't know what they could do to fix recruiting. There's like no chat system, there's like no social aspect, there's like really nothing. Clan notice, you people just join your clan, you don't even know who they are, and they just leave, and it's just like there's no like relationship building ever, it seems like, in this game. Like, the only real relationship building I feel like you make is like maybe someone joins and maybe they say hi. I don't know what your guys' experiences with clan notice, but a lot of people recruit like externally, like on Discord or like on Reddit. Luckily for me, obviously I'm a creator, like I'm a streamer, so people can join my clan from the stream, but I feel like that's really the only way that I've been able to recruit. Is like, if I was a streamer, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I would not try to make a clan, dude. Not, like I said, I'm not trying to sound negative. Like, I'm not trying to sound like, oh, recruiting, like recruiting is bad, but I'm not trying to say like, oh, it's just horrible, this game just sucks, you know. But it's the truth, right? If I wasn't a streamer, I don't even know if I would try to make a clan, man, because I don't know what I would do. I don't know how to find players. Like, I feel, like I said, there's no natural, organic way of finding members, which I think is a really big issue considering how important it is to be in a clan. Like, 90% of your success in this game, I feel like, and that's not even an exaggeration, I think, like, I would say 99% of your success in this game really is determined based on your clan progress and, you know, how good your clan is at doing events. Like, obviously you have clan rush, like literally every event I think is catered to clans. I could be wrong. Clan rush, clan games, not builder base, but clan capital, and yeah, like clan wars. And you literally need to be in a clan in this game, guys. Like, I'm not even exaggerating. If you just think about it for a second, you literally have to be in a clan in this game, because if you're not in a clan, there's literally no way to get starry ore besides the medal event. And I don't even think you get starry ore in the medal event in the regular pass. You have to buy the event pass. So being in a clan is such an important part of this game. Like, it's such a crucial part. Clash of Clans, right? I used to make this joke. It always almost feels like you're playing Clash of, but being in a clan literally matters more than anybody would think, because all the events, all the progression, like ores and events, are literally tied to being in a clan. If you can't find a clan, I don't even know, man, but it makes a difference on, I would say, how successful you're gonna be and even how long you're gonna play. Like, let's say for example someone starts a game, they can't find a clan, I don't know how long they're gonna be wanting to play solo, because Clash of Clans is really not a game of being solo. Like, you attack bases solo, you're kind of playing solo. It's more like PvE. I kind of rambled on, but hopefully you guys get what I mean. Like I said, you guys can share your experience of recruiting and clan notice in the, you know, comments. But I don't want to say it's almost gotten to the point of no return, but I literally don't know what they can do to fix recruiting in like a meaningful way without some sort of chat system. I know some people, like I said, are gonna say clan notice is good or works for them, but it's not really reliable for most people. Like, recruiting outside sucks. And yeah, like I said, even for me as a creator, it seems like I can't help or keep my clan full of solid members. Maybe that's because like I'm a terrible recruiter, maybe it's because I have like several clans with different talent requirements, but whatever the reason is, right? So yeah, that's my whole kind of spiel or talk on recruiting as a whole in clans and Clash of Clans, right? I think they should keep updating the ranked mode, like add new modes, maybe like a creative mode of some sort. They can add like some cool rewards for pushing, or just like playing certain aspects like cosmetic badges, decorations, skins, anything to incentivize players, man. Because I don't want to basically say, like, I don't know how this is gonna come off. A lot of the times in games, like, you want to push trophies or push rank because you're enjoying the game and you want to, you know, do it frequently. Like, a lot of games, you can just play for hours and push. Like, I think the most easiest thing to compare is Clash Royale. Clash Royale you can play for hours. Clash of Clans you can now too with the Clash Anytime, but it almost feels like you're not progressing anything. And I think, like, one of the suggestions that Judo said is they could just add trophies to regular regular battles. Like in Clash Royale, they have like 15,000 trophies, I think, and people would literally sit there and play for hours and grind because they would feel like they're progressing. And I used to make fun of trophies all the time, guys. I really would. I'd be like, trophies are like the most useless thing, they don't matter, which was true, you know, to an extent. Like trophies didn't really matter. You had like the league bonus, you had like, you know, what is it, silver, gold, crystal, master league, champion league, titan league, and people would always be like, what's the best league to farm loot in and things like that, and people would want to know, like they would want to push and stuff. So maybe they could do something like that, and they can add, you know, potions, they can add magic snacks, they can add decorations, they can add more achievements, like just something to progress to, and that way you can actually enjoy doing it for a long period of time, right? Like eventually you would hit the 15,000 trophies or whatever, but still, I think that it's just interesting in Clash of Clans to have like the ranked mode only 8 attacks per day. I do like that they're, you know, changing the way Legendly works, but it's just so, like Clash of Clans is just so different because you only have 8 attacks per day, and once you do that as like a really maxed out player, like what is there for you to do as well, right? Once you reach town 18, people ask like, what do you do? And I always say like, oh, I have multiple accounts. But it's so interesting that I think Clash of Clans is like one of the only games where you have to have multiple accounts to continue kind of playing the game, really, right? Because like I said, once you do ranked attacks, what is there for you to do? You can do esports, I guess, you could do friendly challenges, you can do friendly wars, but those are kind of just things you do if you, I guess, want to practice, but you only get 8 attacks per day, and yeah, maybe that's just me, but sometimes it really feels like only 8 attacks a day is just not enough. Like, what if I want to play Clash of Clans more? What if I want to, you know, the way they made normal mode, battle mode is only for like loot, and most people don't even care about the battle mode, and I want to talk more about that too with like the events and stuff too. But yeah, it's gotten to the point, like I said, where the main thing that everyone cares about is progression, because the game is literally just like a base building and progression style game. So it makes sense, right? But yeah, I think the main thing that's really missing in the Clash of Clans right now is just fun, man. Fun in general. Everything, I mean, like literally everything that I've been saying this whole entire time, like I probably said it like 10 times now. Everything is just progression based, it seems. Whether you want to maximize like the looting and quit at 50% with the Valkyries to farm in regular mode just to keep filling your storages, and you just keep doing that over and over, or you want to time your build upgrades, or use your magic items, or, you know, go to the gold pass, or spam close the clan capital attacks, or, you know, try to grind for the 6 builder, or, you know, try to do clan games as fast as you can, or, you know, like it just feels like you're trying to do everything right now in the game is just like min-maxing progress for ores, for your base, and for the equipment. And like I was saying earlier, it's not really like you want to do these things. It's almost like you kind of have to keep doing these things to stay on the edge, or, you know, stay upgraded efficiently, because everybody wants to get to Tunnel 18. The thing is too, because I know people might comment on this part and say, I'm not saying you shouldn't have to grind for good equipment, right? I don't like think it shouldn't be easy to get the good equipment and get a good base, and all these things should take time, but it shouldn't be like a painstaking process. Like even if you're like a returning player, for example, there's just so many different things that I can think of in terms of like the ore economy that we already know about. But yeah, things obviously should take time, but the thing is, like I feel like these things, certain things should just feel more fun, or there should be elements in the game that are more fun to do, which brings me back to the medal events and all the other events in the game. Like medal events for me for the past month, and really like the past year, I think ever since like the WWE season, have literally felt the same. Only like they're only just there, I feel like, for the sake of unlocking either the new equipment, buying ores, or returning equipment. You know, if you didn't get like returning equipment, like if you didn't get like a equipment from the past because maybe you didn't play for years on end. And that's literally it, right? It really feels like, I'm gonna go to the medal event real quick. It really just feels like, you know, I like the event building, I like the decorations and the progress track and stuff. Some of the things are cool, but like I said, the main thing I would say 99% of players buy. Some people are gonna be like, oh, I always buy the decorations, right? Like I'm talking about you guys like the decorations, so you'll buy that instead of the rocket backpack, for example. But 99% of players, they will either get the new equipment, they'll get the star ore, they'll get old equipment, right? And the focus has really shifted so much on the equipment itself. And I remember like when the medal events first came out, like I remember the first ever medal event, I think it was called Mashup Madness, I think. That was when they had like the lava loon, they had the witch golem, they had the hog wizard, they had the barcher, they had like the sour elixir, like the elixir changed color, and it was just so like different, man. It was just such a different time. Like they really focused on the fun part of the events, right? Like they focused on the event troops, and this is when you could use event troops in ranked battles too. But I really do feel, man, I really do feel if they brought back event troops, if they did the gameplay twist. So they maybe even added like, you know, that you can get this decoration. Maybe they added like rewards you can get over time. Like if they really wanted to incentivize players to play, they could do like, if you complete 20 battles as a bonus somewhere here on the screen, if you do 20 battles, you get I don't know, like a CC cake, or you get like some kind of like anything. It could be anything. It could be anything to incentivize playing, but actually using, you know, fun event troops. It was really, guys, it really was kind of disappointing to just see the party wizard only return. And like I said, the game has been so catered over the past like year, 2 years, especially ever since equipment, to just progression, that people just don't even care about event troops anymore, which in my opinion is just kind of sad, man. You know, like, people really only care, but that's just how the game is. You can't, I'm not like saying it's, you know, your guys' fault for only caring about the wrong things. The game has just been catered that way. It's been, you know, shifted that way to only care about progression, about ores, about progressing your base, about, you know, maximizing your progression. And yeah, I was very sad, man, to see that Party Wizard was the only one returning. And I've like asked, you know, I've suggested they add event troops, returning ones, even asked if they could bring back the WWE ones. Yeah, man, I missed the gameplay twist, like the army camps too. Like for the WWE season, they had like the brawlers come out, or like the Kane, and all those come out and defend your base. And now with ranked mode and normal mode being split, I know some people didn't like the fact that the troops came out in ranked battles and they would like mess up your troops, or a lot of people complain about that. Whatever, people have their opinions, but I just miss those gameplay twists when they actually were focusing on more of like the gameplay mechanics. You know, I feel like the gameplay mechanics haven't been focused on as much. They really have been shifting more to the progression, which a lot of people have complained about. I really, now that I'm really thinking about it, I feel like it's kind of hard to strike a balance as the dev team, right? Like, you're trying to, you know, cater to the fun. Like, I feel like they were really looking for the fun kind of aspect, and now people complain about, oh, we want to progress. And I think they've just gotten so caught up in progression and only progression and this and that. I'm sure they want people to go to Town 18. Obviously, you know, they need to keep generating revenue and things like that, but man, I kind of rambled on in there, holy. But yeah, so there hasn't been any new event troops besides like the deck collector. The last one they had were the WWE ones, and the Kane and the Disarmer, if I'm not wrong, and the Eater, and the Giants. They added the Giant back, which was really fun. I really liked it, even though it was only for the chess event, but they should keep doing that. They stopped doing like the battle twists, and yeah, when there's like a so-called medal event, like I was saying, it just doesn't really feel that special in my opinion anymore. It's kind of lost its notoriety. It's kind of lost its event status. It's more of just like you're looking to get the equipment, and that's really it. And I don't know if that's just because they're trying to really focus on the progression part, because everybody, you know, over the years complain, oh, I want to progress. And like I was saying earlier, it's hard to, I think, maybe strike a balance of people want to progress, and I know people are even like, oh, I don't care about decorations, I don't care about, you know, fun, I just want to progress and I just want to get to Town 18, and that's fine. But I think for me, it just gets to the point where it's like, dang, man, like sometimes when I want to play a game, I just want to play for fun. Like I was saying, like I've been playing Minecraft a lot lately in the past week, and I like Minecraft because I don't really have to do anything, right? Like maybe it's because I'm new to the game. Believe it or not, I haven't really played Minecraft that much in my life. Like I played it when I was a kid, creative mode. Maybe because it's all this stuff is new. Maybe I've already played Clash of Clans too much. Maybe I've already done everything I could have done besides pushing and getting like #1, like on ranked or something. The 30 Electric Dragon event was also fun too, but it was only for a day, right? The controllable hero challenges were actually quite fun at the end. Like some of the challenges in the new campaign, I actually liked them. But I feel like the controllable hero challenges, for whatever reason, I thought they'd be more popular because it was just such a unique thing. It just feels like people just didn't care about them that much, or maybe people just like to go and watch guides so they can get their rewards. Like I said, it just goes back to the progression thing. I kind of lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, but yeah, many people didn't seem to care that much about the Dragon Duke campaign and the controllable heroes, and I really honestly feel like, this is not me trying to be negative, I feel like if they did add event troops, let me go to another replay here. I feel like if they didn't add, or I feel like if they did add event troops, realistically, because it's in normal mode, people just wouldn't care anymore. They'd be like, it doesn't matter anymore because normal mode is just like a extra mode, or it's, I don't really care about battle modes anymore. I just want to focus on the progress. So it just seems over the past year or so, many of the fun things to do, because they're fun and you kind of want to do them, are kind of just considered lame now, or like a waste of time, right? And like I said, this is a symptom of the main issues in the game, like the ore economy, it being a bottleneck, even if you're like a spender or not. And if you're a returning player, it's even worse. Like I said, I'm not trying to sound negative, it's just the truth, right? Like hero upgrade times are always the thing people talk about, but what if there were like other things to do while upgrading heroes? I mean, we have like the other modes like Clan Capital, we have Builder Base, which are kind of nice, but Builder Base and Clan Capital, in my opinion, should only really just be like side villages that support the main village, and they should still be fun. Like you could make them fun to play on their own, but that's what I was going to say. They could just add more events, add more unique, ranked modes, and they can just go crazy with like different modes. Even in regular mode, they can do, just different events that have to do with normal mode battles or something. Like it just like the real issue that everybody, is really concerned about though is just ore economy and progression. The real issues too are recruiting and the social aspects of the game and the events. So yeah, man, I know I've kind of rambled on a lot, but I really do think we need to bring back, obviously we need some new social aspects. I wanted to also iterate on that too, but we need to bring back fun, man. We need to bring back like event troops, maybe like a collaboration. We can have some unique modes added to the game, like maybe for ranked, different kind of ranked modes. Maybe there was like a bunch of stuff we talked about on my stream yesterday about it. Maybe I want to make a video separately for that, but there can be different ranked modes, head-to-head modes like builder base. There can be like a creative mode. I really feel like there's so many fun things that they can add to the game to make you actually want to play. I feel like you don't have to play just for the sake of progression, man. So yeah, that's kind of my rant. I talked about this in like one of my last videos that I uploaded too, like the most fun I had in Clash of Clans. I changed the title so much the video flopped. This video is probably gonna flop too, man, not gonna lie, but I don't really care as much. I just wanted to kind of let everything out. I have so much more I could probably talk about and say, and like I said, man, you guys already know I said this at the beginning of the video. I'm a glazer, super so glazer, super so pet. I just agree with everything that Clash of Clans does, and but at the end of the day, guys, all jokes aside, I'm a player of the game, man. I play this game daily. I make content on this game daily, and I want it to be fun. Obviously for selfish reasons, I want it to be fun for me. Also too, I feel like it's in the best interest, as a creator, if the game's more fun, obviously I'll do better, my channel do better, Supercell will do better. And if they really focus, in my opinion, hopefully after all these rank mode updates and Town of 18 updates, and for the rest of the year, they can really focus on maybe like the social aspects, recruiting, fun back into the medal events, like things in my opinion that actually matter more than just progressing to the game. Because at the end of the day, man, it's just a game, bro. Like, to keep it real with you guys, like I ran out of script too, so just to keep it real with you guys, just to kind of sum up, it's just a game at the end of the day. And a lot of people compare playing Clash to like being a full-time job sometimes, and it shouldn't feel like that, man. It shouldn't feel like Clash of Clans is a full-time job. Like, even if people are joking, like you should want to play because you play. And for example, like Clash Royale, as much flack as it gets, as much hate as it gets for like having, bad updates, bad dev team, whatever you want to call them, at least the whole entire concept of Clash Royale, they have like different modes. They have like 2 versus 2. They have like classic battles. They have like in-game tournaments. We should also have in-game tournaments too, man. In order to find like a friendly war. People ask me to do friendly wars on my stream. I'm just not interested in them because I don't want to have to go outside and search for a clan to do friendly war. There should be like a native friendly war feature, and they should be native tournaments in game. There should be native unique modes. Like even here, like imagine if we had some kind of 2v2 mode, or maybe imagine if you could do like controllable heroes with a friend. We have like events where you can compete them with your clans, like Clan Rush, but you're not really competing or doing them together with your clan. I guess Clan Rush you are, because you're kind of grinding together. That's another issue. You can get members in your clan with the way the recruitment system works. So Clan Rush, as you guys know, some like you may or may not, I make clans and people join and we do Clan Rush together, and that's cool. But what about the rest of the players, man? What about the rest of the casual players? So yeah, man, I think that's my rant. Maybe I'll make another video eventually. But I kind of got everything I wanted to get out. And like I said, man, this isn't me just like complaining or being negative. Hopefully I gave some good reasoning for a lot of my things. And if you watched to the end, I really want to know your thoughts, man. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. And also thank you for watching to the end too, man. Like I said, I have a feeling like these kind of videos, these long videos are going to flop, but I really don't care. I just wanted to get it out and share my honest thoughts, man. So if you enjoyed today's video, consider leaving a like because it'll help more than you could know. Comment down below, subscribe, let me know your thoughts. And yeah, man, I'll continue to upload. Hopefully they focus on recruitment and the fun parts, because I want to have fun again. I want to stream for long periods of time, but I think I will probably just play the new rank system, switch to playing other things after Clash of Clans. Maybe I'll stream Clash of Clans 2 hours a day or something, unless there's like an update, and I'll just play Minecraft or I'll play story games, because realistically right now I don't know if I can play Clash for hours on end anymore with the way that it currently is. And I'm not saying the game is like boring overall, but I listed all my reasons for you guys. So yeah, anyways, thank you all for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next video or stream. And until then, I'm out. Peace.